Private member statements. I call the member for Heffron.
Mr Acting Speaker, I rise tonight to highlight an issue that is affecting many long-term foster carers in New South Wales who I believe are one of the many silent victims of Sydney's out-of-control property market. Foster carers are the unsung heroes of our community. They agree to take in children who, through no fault of their own, can no longer live with their biological parents. Many foster carers are often family members who have been asked to take on the child or even the child of a brother, sister, son, daughter or cousin, sometimes at short notice. Out of love for the child, these people agree to take on this responsibility, a responsibility that is life-changing. Accepting the responsibility to care for a child is a heavy commitment, and as a parent I know firsthand the cost of raising children. When a foster carer agrees to take a child into their home, they are also agreeing to take on the cost of raising that child. The state is not oblivious to the sacrifice of foster carers. Eligible foster carers are entitled to a fortnightly payment of $688 for the care of a child under the age of 18 years of age under the statutory care allowance. Now, $688 might seem adequate, but when you think of the costs involved in raising a child in New South Wales, then you'll understand that up to $344 a week only helps foster carers to make ends meet. Many foster carers who accept responsibility for a child are there for the long haul. Many take on children in their infancy or in their pre-teens. However, once that foster child enters their teenage years, foster carers are faced with the same dilemmas as every household in Australia with teenagers. Many of us know too well that a teenager at the precipice of adulthood are at times challenging. That's an understatement. And this is no different for foster parents. A foster child, like all children, need their space. Many families may opt to move to a larger home many years before their child become teenagers in preparation for when that child reaches that phase in their development. Unfortunately for many foster carers, this is just not possible, and with the state of the property market in Australia, it is simply out of the question for many. I know of a foster family when both parents work. The parents have 3 children, a girl and 2 younger boys, and have taken in a young relative, a boy, as a foster child. The family live in a 3-bedroom home. When the children were young, this was not a problem. However, if their 2 sons and their foster son begin to enter their teenage years, space has suddenly become an issue. It is an issue because they believe that their older daughter should not have to share a room with a boy about to go through the phase of entering adulthood. However, the New South Wales property market prevents them from buying a bigger house. They could sell the house that they now live in, but the proceeds from the sale of their 3-bedroom home may not be enough to buy a larger property in my electorate, as in many other places in Sydney. The price of a home in Sydney is now over $1 million. This was before the Reserve Bank cut interest rates by 25 basis points to a historic low of 1.5% in their August meeting. In recognition of the responsibility many foster parents agree to take on when they accept guardianship of a child, the New South Wales Government needs to look at that program to help them locate the larger premises, particularly if they have the care of a child for a number of years. Currently, the foster family I talk about cannot get assistance from Housing New South Wales, a government agency belonging to the portfolio of the Minister for Family and Community Services, because they own their own home. They're not eligible for public housing or social housing because both parents work and do not meet the income test. The family is in a catch-22 situation. Now, I do not stand here to condemn the Minister for Family and Community Services. On the contrary, I have a great deal of respect for the Minister and would not want to be in his shoes. However, the plight of so many foster families need to be told, and someone has to answer their call for help.